what's up, good people? Welcome to Miles from India. I'm giving you something a little different this week. I am taking you along with me on my 5-day vacation to Punta Cna Dominican Republic, where I attended the Owens beach wedding and, of course, some amazing excursions. So come on along. All right, guys, the flight wasn't too bad, a little over 3 hours coming from Atlanta. We're staying at the Breathless Resort. It was a pretty nice resort. I'm going to take you all on a tour of our room as well as a little bit of the resort. It was an all-inclusive resort, no kids, so it was pretty good. Of course, as soon as we got there, they sanitized our hands, took our bags, and totally gave us drinks. So started off to a really good time. This resort had a little lazy river going around some of the rooms, and it had several different pool areas. So we were able to come soak up the beach as well as the pool, although we didn't really get into the pool. We stayed at the beach or out in the ocean. All right, here is the room. What's this? We got our little bar area. Got some drinks. Coors Light. Oh, this is cute. Super cute. It's got a little sofa area. It's a little picture right here. And it goes right out. I'm glad that it's not on the, oh, we got a jacuzzi outside. How does this work? I couldn't get the door open. Oh, it's humid, but look, y'all, we got a jacuzzi outside. Hey now. And then right out to the pool that looks amazing. Yes. Yes. The bathroom. Ooh. Hey, y'all. Got a little double vanity going on in here. Oh, look at the shower, babe. Look at the shower. Shower nice and big. Clearly you just worried about that iron. A little private toilet. That little situation. Okay. Y'all, we literally stayed in the room like 5 minutes, enough to take that video and drop our luggage off because we were so hungry. So we definitely headed out to go get some food. The resort had several different restaurant options as well as like a buffet area. So we went and got something to eat, chilled with the bride and the groom and the rest of the party, which was like 20-ish people. So it was great. This is what the resort looks like at night. It is so beautiful, definitely nicely lit, and just a really good look. So very pretty. Good morning. We are headed to our photo shoot on the beach. Ready, babe? I am. We're doing a personal photo shoot on the beach with just me and Braxton. So we're all ready this morning. It is a little bit after 6 o'clock a.m. So we're supposed to be meeting the photographer at 7. So here we go. Of course, once we get those pictures back, I'll post them on my Instagram. But here are a couple pictures taken by the iPhone 12. That looks pretty good. And then afterwards, we ended up having breakfast with the bride and the groom that were getting married, Marquisa and Jerome. And of course, it was time for a little bit of a beach time. So we had a good time at the beach. I took my GoPro out to get a couple underwater shots. Some of them great, some of them not so great because I put a case on it. But here are a couple shots of us having fun. And coral was very close to the shoreline. So you have to be careful not to step on it. So the dark areas is coral. And so I was able to go a little deeper into the water, or further out, shall I say, and get some good clips of the coral as well. But Definitely a good time at the local beach. Y'all, this coral was like a big old boulder, and it actually looked kind of scary underwater because when you're on top of the water, it just kind of looks like darkness, but it's huge underwater. Yeah, I was too excited to be getting underwater shots because I have been using my GoPro mostly for action shots, and Braxton took it underwater again, so I was too hyped. So all of this water was like 5 or 6 feet, probably not even 6 feet. So we were able to like stand up in it, but you didn't want to stand up in these areas because you would get coral under your feet. So right here, I had a little panic moment, and I was like trying to hurry up and get from the coral area because, Lord, I did not want to tear up my feet. What's up, guys? Had our nap, got ourselves together, jacuzzi pool. Now it's time to go to the gym. Get my 20-minute workout in. That's on the plan. I told my coach that I was still gonna get my run in, so here we are. So the gym had a lot of space. It was an upstairs and downstairs area. All the cardio machines were down on the bottom, and then all of the weights, free weights and all that stuff were on the top floor. And they also had, of course, water and a stretch room also, so that you can do like yoga and any kind of stretching that you want to do in there. And of course, I took it upstairs to see all the free weight areas. So it was a nice little area. I had the gym all to myself. Clearly only did like 20 minutes on the treadmill, but it was good to see that they have a lot of things in here if you wanted to use it. And of course, the outlook from the gym was the resort. I wish it was like a beach view, but it's okay. I was still able to see people and see out to a beautiful tropical area. Got all the drinks and food in the system. I'm getting it done. Oh, Jesus, y'all. So I did 20 minutes on the treadmill. I'm usually not a treadmill runner, but I had to get it done, clearly on vacation. I probably could have run around the grounds, but I ain't seen nobody else doing it. And people running on the beach, but running on the beach is like extra work. And it's been raining off and on here, so I got it on the treadmill, and now I can go enjoy my evening. Good morning. We are headed to do ATV, cave swimming, and a beach. So all the crew's behind. It's like 10 of us going this morning, so super excited. It was a good little ride to where we were doing the ATVs, and then we had to pick up all these other people from other resorts, but it was well worth it. So I'm going to take you all along with us as we do the different parts of the excursion. So the beach wedding was that night, so I had to cover my hair, of course, everything, because you get very muddy, but here we go. What's up, y'all? We about to take off. We're the only ones on the ATV. Everybody on a buggy, so we gonna see how it goes. We got this, babe?
We got this.
We got this. And y'all, Braxton got on a shower cap under his helmet because clearly we don't want to be touching other people's helmet and protecting their hair. We made it to the park, I think. We made it to a little market where they were selling souvenirs, and they call it the Dominican Costco. All right, guys, so here is the cave that we were able to jump into. It was 25 feet deep. I thought it was beautiful that nature definitely developed something like this. I was like, YOLO, we're in Dominican Republic, I'm doing it. And of course you could not get into it unless you knew how to swim. So you had to jump in and basically get yourself out of it. As you can see, it is very deep. It was basically like a hole and it was dark in there. This is me jumping in. Y'all, I got myself in there and got out. I did not trust taking my GoPro in there because I didn't want to get in there and panic. Braxton was not about that life, of course, but he was like, as long as you survive, this is me after getting out. Like, thank you, Jesus, I survived. After we got out of the cave, we jumped right back on the ATVs and buggies. And again, we were the only ones on an ATV, but we had a good time. And as you can see how muddy it is, I'm driving all up in the mud, trying not to get Braxton too muddy. He was like, we're not getting muddy. We got to go back to the hotel. But anyway, I was like, listen, that's what ATVing is for, is to get all dirty. But it was amazing views. So this is a little clip of us like going through the ATV area. It was raining that day, so it was extra wet and extra muddy, but it was definitely a good time. We just tasted chocolate and coffee. It was so good. The coffee was like black, but it was amazing. It would taste really, really good. So now we're off at this little tasting. So this was a chocolate tasting as well as coffee tasting little market, as well as cigars if you were interested in cigars. So this was another stop that we made, and you could have purchased souvenirs here. And then we went and got right back on the ATVs. We took a little pit stop before we got back on ATVs for a 45-minute ride, and then we also stopped by a beach. So this is our little stop and took a couple photos. Y'all pay attention, because Braxton's all into these horses and is driving crazy. Watch. Oh, hey. I was going down. No, you wasn't. Hey, you about to hit on. I need you to stop driving like you drive in the city. He's driving like, look how close he is. Y'all see how close he is? That's how he drives in Atlanta. We're at the last stop at the beach. About to get in the water and shit. Open up to all the goodness. So beautiful. We out here. We made it. Took the ATV out here to, I don't know what this beach is called. We survived.
This one's driving.
Like driving? Whatever. He was nervous. So he did not want to get splashed by the mud, but that's the point of the ATV.
No.
Whatever. We had a great time. We got to get back on and head back. So y'all, we officially made it back safely. Braxton is driving, got us back. Thank you, Jesus. We were able to eat when we got there. This is a whole pig, but there were some flies flying around that thing, and we was like, nah, we're good. But we had some amazing views on the way back, and we just chilled and head back to the hotel to get ready for the wedding for the evening. We are so tired, so we are just gonna have lunch out on the balcony. A little pizza and salad and chicken with vegetables. You can see out. About to get our grub on. The wedding is later, so we're gonna change up and get ready for the beach wedding in a little bit. So we're all showered and ready to go. Of course, I had to bring my OFOs. Check out my review on these. I love them. We looking sharp. We are now headed to the beach wedding. Everybody had to wear all white, so we're headed there now. This trip was all for Marquisa and Jerome's wedding. They allowed us to come along with them for their beach wedding as well as them continuing their honeymoon. Thank you for allowing us to have it, and congratulations, you two.
Beautiful day, headed on a catamaran. All of the beautiful water.
So one of the staff from the boat had some bread to throw out so that the fish would come closer to us and we could see a lot of them. So here you will see like big swarms of fish because bread was being thrown out and they were literally in front of us. I had someone ask me, did they touch me? I didn't feel them touching me, but it was probably because there was so much water around. Like I just didn't feel it, but who knows if they did or not. But it was so beautiful to watch and to be able to go a little deeper and see the fish and to see them getting the bread. It was just beautiful. Beautiful colors, beautiful scene if you went a little bit deeper down, and I just really enjoyed myself. I'm waving hi to you all. So we went down a little deeper and he put bread into this little ball. I don't know what the ball was, and it's not little actually, it was really big, but it was a big ball and all the fish just came around and were getting the bread. It was really cool to see. I hope y'all got to see all the fishes. So amazing. So after most of us finished snorkeling, they pulled out the water slide. Well, not pulled it out, but we ended up doing the water slide, and so you could slide into the water. If you did the water slide, you took off your little life thing that was around you. This is Braxton doing his water slide. Woo! There he goes into the water, and then I'm next. I'm about to go there. Somebody count me off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This is literally my panic getting into the water. And I think it's because I had a GoPro in my hand too, but I was all in a panic. Y'all see this? Oh my goodness. It was a good time though. That was a lot. Ooh, y'all, that was a lot, but a really good time. So here we are. Everyone is back on the boat, and we are headed to a more shallow part of the ocean called a sandbar, where we can actually, it's like a little party area actually. So we can actually get up and get out of the water, and the water is like to our knees or to our waist, and actually have a good time. I had to mute everything here. You know, we're listening to some good music, but they didn't want no copyright issues. So here we are. It is a lot of different catamarans. Everyone's out doing their thing, having a good time. So here, majority of people got off the boat and just walked around on the sandbar. It was very shallow water, so you can kind of stand around in it. And then we ended up playing like a little bit of football in the water and just having more drinks. And we hung out here for a good little bit of time before we headed back to shore. So, of course, that was a good time. When we got back to shore, we got welcomed by a Michael Jackson impersonator. It was the hands for me. His hands were so much darker than his face. It was pretty hilarious. Give him a couple coins for the performance, and we made it home to get some amazing dinner. We went to the French cuisine, and I got some oysters, which we didn't eat because I don't eat raw oysters, but also had some lamb chops and a great dessert. So this was our last night at the resort in Punta Cana. So we enjoyed it and had some late night entertainment. They had this almost every evening. There was some kind of entertainment on the resort. So we enjoyed the entertainment and call it a night. Definitely an action-packed trip, action-packed time there for sure. And just a FYI, we did have to get COVID tested before we got on the flight. Like, they would not allow us to leave the resort without a negative COVID test. So all of us have been tested. We were good and we were able to get on the flight. Our last day. Well, we're about to head home now, but we're headed home. It was a great trip. Bay's in the background. We don't want to go. We wish we had a couple more days. But it was an amazing vacation. Really, really good time. Breathless is a nice resort. Obviously, it's very beautiful, but the staff were great, all inclusive. No kids, which was a bonus. No kids. They brought you drinks, entertainment, several different restaurants to choose from, as well as like a buffet. And what else? The nonstop drinks, of course. Only thing, I think the only down part to the room, the bed was firm as hell. Like, it was hard. The bed was hard. It was like dewy kind of in the room, like humid sometimes. And I think just because that's because you're on the beach. And what else for the room?
Big shower.
Yeah, that was it. I think nice big shower. Everything was pretty much good in regards to that. Oh, the towels. The towels were linty. I know that's random, but when you dry off with a towel, you have lint out on you. But anyway, other than that, everything was pretty doggone good. Very good trip. Thank you all for coming along with us. We hope you were able to see how fun the trip was and take a trip to Punta Cana.